Today I want to talk about casting lines. Just casting lines, guys. Just casting lines. Nothing too serious. Basically, when I started YouTube, I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna have as the main focus of my channel. I didn't know what kind of videos I was gonna make, but I just had some things on my mind. I wasn't sure what was gonna be popular, and I just started talking out of my ass and just throwing them out into the ether, saying all my dumb opinions, putting everything I had to say, plenty of embarrassing facts about myself out into the ether, just out onto the internet. A couple of the videos got some views, some of them got hardly any views at all. And then I put up a video of me talking about gyms in Japan. I had this idea that I was going to talk about the gyms in Japan because that's been like one of the hardest things to adjust to since I came to Japan. Didn't think about it at all. I just turned the camera on and I started just talking and just trying to hit the points that were coming in my head. Actually, after I ended the video, I realized there was like probably more that I could talk about as well, but I just filmed this video, put it out, and that's my claim to fame. That is the one video that semi blew up for me. But the point that I'm getting to is I was just casting lines, man. I'm not expecting to pull in a giant bluefin tuna. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here for the fun. I'm just here for the camaraderie. I'm just casting lines out there, man. So I was putting videos out of just me talking about whatever the hell I wanted to talk about. Didn't think this gym video was going to do anything for me at all. Didn't think it was going to get popular. I just looked at it as me talking about something that was on my mind and that had been frustrating me. So I just took a little stupid video, didn't put any thought into it, put it out into the world, and that video got a whole bunch of views. Additionally, other videos, I'm sure if you guys look down the list, you can see other videos that have done better for me, better than others for me. And pretty much minus like 1 or 2 or 3 videos, I don't put any work into my videos. I don't put any thought. I don't put a lot of editing into them. I'm simply just casting lines, guys. Just putting shit out there. Nobody's looking at your channel negatively if you have a whole bunch of other videos that don't really have views. And if they are, I just don't really care. So just casting lines, and this goes for anything, man. You never know what's gonna bite. You never know what's gonna hit for you. If you're trying to pick up girls, if you're trying to get women, just like Michael Jordan said, man, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if I go out, just like tonight actually, I was out in Kabukicho, and there was this guy, this poor sucker of a guy. And there are always these fuckboy style guys doing nampa, like picking up girls on the street in Tokyo, all standing around. And most of them, I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty good looking guys. Not necessarily by American standards or but what I think is good looking, but I understand that by Japanese standards they're good looking guys. They get their makeup done, they look nice and feminine, they don't have any meat on their bones, and these guys are just approaching every girl that they see, every girl that looks good, and some of them are talking to him, some of them aren't. But there was this poor looking guy, this guy who just looked fucked up, man. He was trying so hard to have the look. He had all his makeup on, he had his eyebrows drawn on, he had a nice little some type of Michael Kors bag or some type of bag. They always have handbags. I don't know why they do, all these guys. They always have expensive handbags. And he had the whole look. And I was just watching him for an hour. This dude was talking to nearly every girl that walked by, and some of them would talk to him, some of them wouldn't. Some of the girls would stop and it looked like they exchanged line contacts or they exchanged numbers. Most of them didn't, but he was just casting lines. He's just throwing shots up there. He's just trying to put points on the board. He's not worrying about if it's the perfect situation. He's just putting shit up there. Something's gonna hit, something won't. Maybe a good looking girl hits him up. Maybe a not so good looking girl hits him up. Not only does he have chances of hitting the jackpot, is he putting more cards in his favor, stacking more cards in his favor by just simply casting more lines, but he's gaining experience. Every time he shoots his shot at a girl, he is gaining experience and gaining an edge for the next girl that he shoots his shot to. He's gonna come off more confident. He's gonna have less of a problem with rejection. So the same thing as I do when I'm talking out of my ass, just making videos about who knows what the fuck. I had all these wonderful ideas of all these videos I was gonna take tonight when I went to Kabukicho. I was like, man, I have all these cool, in the notes app in my phone, I have all these ideas of these things that I wanna talk about, these pressing issues that the world is just dying to know Yungjamez's opinion on these pressing issues, the current world conflicts, all the social issues, DJ Pauly D on inflation, you know what I'm saying? And then I get out there, and suddenly I just felt like all my ideas are stupid, and why am I doing this? Who actually wants to hear what I have to say? These ideas that I wanted to talk about, these video topics that I wanted to do today, they just don't seem so cool anymore, and I don't know, I feel like a loser. I'm not even nervous that like people are watching me. Obviously I don't care about that anymore, but for some reason I'm just thinking like everything I was thinking about before, it just sounds stupid. And then I had this thought in my head. I was watching that guy trying to pick up girls and just casting lines, just throwing shots up. And hey, sometimes he's throwing up a hook shot from all the way across court. But sometimes every once in a blue moon, it's gonna hit. And you know what I thought? Who cares, man? If people think my videos that I take tonight are stupid, I already have 100 other videos that have no views and that are stupid also. So what the hell am I trying to do? And I have other videos that I thought would be stupid or I didn't think anything of, and I've just picked up my camera and started filming myself, and that video did pretty well. And I got some ad revenue from that video. Or I got some followers and people saying, I really appreciated your advice. Now because of the things you said in that video, I've taken it upon myself to pack my shit up and come to Japan and study in Japan, or just visit Japan. Or I decided that I'm going to start taking YouTube videos, and they'll be like, well, the reason that I decided to start taking YouTube videos was because of this video, blank video that you made, and it inspired me to make videos of my own. And I'm like, oh, like nobody even watched that video. That video has like 300 views. And they're like, oh, I liked it. So you never know what's gonna hit, what's not gonna hit. What's gonna hit for someone could hit for an important person, but it could hit for nobody else. So guys, just cast lines, just throw shots up, just try to get some type of points on the board, especially if it's something that really takes no energy or no effort. It would have taken more energy and effort for me to go out to Shinjuku, out to Kabukicho, and not take videos than it did for me to take videos. Reason being is then I already did all the work in setting my camera up and making sure my batteries are charged and going all the way out there on the train. Not all the way, it's just a couple stops, but going out there on the train and then talking myself up, and then not actually doing anything, and then going home, and then I would be beating myself up about it and be like, dude, I just wasted my whole night. I went out there and I didn't do anything. Like, what the fuck? Like, and I'd be thinking to myself, like, I'm a loser, basically. So just throw some lines out there, guys. Just cast something out. You never know what's gonna hit. If you guys are worrying about, should I make my YouTube channel or not? Should I talk to that girl or not? Should I try out for the basketball team or not? You never know what's gonna come from it, what's gonna happen. And the worst that can happen is you fail and you learn how to get better and you become stronger and you cross a hurdle that you were gonna have to cross at some point anyways, which is facing yourself, overcoming your fears, dealing with that person in the mirror who's gonna look at you like you are a sack of shit if you do not attempt to do these things that you've been telling yourself forever that you were going to attempt to do. So every time that you fail, every time that you come up short, every time that you think this isn't even worth it, why the fuck am I doing this? Let's just go after it, guys. Do it anyways. You never know what's gonna come from it, what's gonna happen. If you guys can take anything from my videos, I hope it's that you know how many things I have, I'm not trying to act like I'm awesome or I'm perfect or I have all this wisdom to bestow on everybody that watches my videos. Obviously I don't. Obviously I have so much to learn and I'm so dumb. But if there's one thing that I can say with a fair amount of confidence that I'm good at, it's taking the dive. And I don't care what people are gonna think of me. I don't care what my past says. I don't care if this is not the person who I have been in the past. I'm just gonna take the dive and do thing that I want to do because it's what I want to do. And that goes for, like I said before, I talked about this in a different video, me being a sports guy my whole life, and then I was on the high school baseball team and they were encouraging me to play playing my life away basically, and I had this idea that I wanted to be a musician, that I wanted to sing in a rock band, and everyone's like, bro, you've never sang in a rock band, you're not a musician, you can't sing. And I was like, fuck it, that's what I want to do. And I quit the baseball team and I joined a rock band, and I had a mildly successful, on a local level, on a very, very small level, like decent band actually. I think people who listen to our music could vouch that I had a decent band. I'm not saying we were famous by any means, but we made good music actually. And then I decided, you know, I'm kind of sick of my life in America. I don't speak Japanese, but I want to learn Japanese. I want to move to Japan. I just want to get up and try something else. I just want to turn my life upside down, more or less. And you know how many people, including my own mother, were like, what are you talking about? Like, that's crazy, man. You don't speak Japanese. You're not, they don't like foreigners there. I had a Japanese guy that I worked with in America. There's a guy who was half Japanese who worked at the bar that I worked at. And he was like, dude, if you go out there, you're going to be so miserable. It's like a caste system out there, the way they look at other people compared to the Japanese. If you go out there and you don't speak Japanese and you're a foreigner and you don't have a good job to start, you're never going to be successful over there. You're never going to make anything yourself over there, man. He's like, I'm saying that because I love you, man. I'm saying that because I want you to take care of yourself. This guy was doubting me. This guy was hating on me, saying I would come out here and make nothing of my time here in Japan, and that it would be a waste for me to leave my precious serving job in America to come out here to Japan. Yet, I said, fuck it, this is what I want to do. I've been thinking about this for a while. Obviously, I'm not saying just follow every irrational thought that just gets into your mind and just follow every intrusive thought and do that. But if there's something that you want to do and you've thought about it and you've talked to people that really matter and it seems like a good idea for your best interest and your happiness, guys, just take the jump, man. Life is too short to be sitting around and not doing things because you're worried about what society is going to think of you. And I know I'm getting a little bit off track, but the point of this video, if you want to do something, just do it. Just cast your line out there. Just throw up some shots. Just try it. Why not? What's the worst, man? Well, like they say, dude, shoot for the moon, land amongst the stars. Just do it. Why not? So, this is what I'm doing literally with this video. I didn't even know what the fuck I was going to talk about. Like I said, I had all these ideas of like interesting videos I was going to make tonight, and for some reason I didn't feel like I could talk about them. For some reason I need to be in a certain mood to talk about certain topics, I think. And it wasn't clicking in my brain. And now I just picked up the video camera and I'm just talking to the camera, just saying whatever the fuck is on my mind. So I'm just casting a line out there, and maybe you guys like this video, or maybe you won't, and this video will just fade right into obscurity, right into the nether, off into the nether with so many of my other videos. But if anyone watches this and they make some type of change in any way to their life, if they feel some type of way, I appreciate that. So my name's yungjamez, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, send me a message on Instagram, tell me what's up, tell me I'm ugly, tell me that you want to kick your grandmother's ass or something. I don't know. If you guys want to join my Discord, we have a Discord. We are now doing Nihongo Kaiwa Renshu, Japanese speaking practice, on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Japanese time, in my Discord. We're also going to be doing some more calls. Like I said, next month we're going to be doing a meetup, I believe. So join my Discord if you want. Send me $5 on PayPal. Don't forget to add your Discord username. Thank you guys for watching. My name's yungjamez. Peace out.